Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and Mr. Undersecretary, thank you so much for being here today for this hearing. As a member of this committee, I was very proud of our portion of H.R. 1 last year that once again put American farmers first. And at a time when farmers are dealing with the rising input cost, animal diseases, natural disasters, I know in my district producers are looking for certainty and reliable risk management tools to help keep their operations viable. For example, we've already heard here today our livestock and poultry producers continue to face a steady stream of challenges, from drought and the avian influenza to the recent threat posed by the New World screwworm. In my home state of North Carolina, we consistently rank among the top poultry producing states in the nation, and the poultry growers in our district would benefit from the results of the poultry insurance pilot program that's been created in H.R. 1. And this pilot program was designed to help producers manage extraordinary utility costs that are associated with extreme weather events that can significantly impact their bottom line. But I wanted to ask you, Mr. Undersecretary, if you could just provide us today an update on USDA's progress in developing and implementing this particular pilot program.
Yes, absolutely. I know that in the bill there was an opportunity for us to give us a 2-year runway, and I know that the Risk Management Agency, the FCIC board are already investigating options as it relates to that. As I explained a little bit to the congressman from California, sometimes these products take a little bit of time to get through the process, but we are certainly well on our way, and we will meet that deadline.
Are you getting feedback from some of the poultry industry stakeholders? I would be curious what kind of feedback, and how is that feedback shaping the final design of the program that you're developing?
So I know that poultry producers are a part of the conversation. I don't know that I've been a part of any of those discussions directly, but have the utmost confidence in the RMA staff and the administrator at RMA and the FCIC board to make sure they're having those critical conversations and gathering all the information that they need.
Okay. And as the USDA evaluates the pilot program over its initial 2-year period, are there any particular metrics that you could speak to that would be used to determine its success and effectiveness going forward?
So I think, when we look at other products, I think we will apply the same standards. One, that it is effective and meaningful to poultry producers. I think that's number one. Number two, is it responsible from a taxpayer's standpoint? Number three, is there integrity in the program, right? So there's not gaps and opportunities for folks potentially to take advantage of it. And usually when we're looking at products that we're going to introduce new into RMA and offer to farmers, those are the kind of the three things that we want to really make sure that we've got nailed down.
Excellent, excellent. Last year, following President Trump's return to the White House, the USDA initiated a review of the conservation projects funded through the IRA, the Inflation Reduction Act. And as part of that review, I understand several programs were paused, modified, or restructured, including the Biden-era partnerships on climate-smart commodities initiatives that were subsequently reworked into the Advancing Markets for Producers Initiative. In fact, following the restructure, Secretary Rollins stated, and I quote, said the Partnerships for Climate-Smart Commodities Initiative was largely built to advance the Green New scam at the benefit of NGOs, not American farmers. And so I know the Department of Agriculture found that in many cases a significant portion of that federal funding was not reaching the farmers directly. Can you walk us through, in just the last 40 seconds or so, how USDA conducted its review of these programs and what criteria is used to determine whether projects, again, should be continued, modified, or just terminated?
Yeah, absolutely. And that initial work happened before I was confirmed. But I do know that they made a comprehensive review of all of the climate smart grants and agreements, looked at, and really one of the things that had to happen is that 65% of the value of that grant had to go to farmers. And so I would also say, and I think I mentioned it earlier, would applaud most of the grantees for coming to the table and negotiating and actually getting to a place where we could reissue that grant. We actually, by doing that, put nearly $500 million of that additional $500 million out to farmers.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much. And Mr. Chairman, I'm out of time. I yield back.